Thank you very much for coming again today.
Yep.
And we really want to appreciate giving your time out of the busy schedule around here. For the viewers at home, we are trying to finish the unfinished business. Like we said, discussion continues. Discussion continues. Our culture, our marriage, how to harmonize both to have an excellent marriage, a beautiful one. Can the Adetilewas please say hello to the viewers at home before we proceed?
Hello everyone, hello viewers, thank you for joining us, thank you for watching this program.
Thank you everyone. And we want to say thank you to everyone that follows Marriage is Beautiful. We saw a lot of followers. The last time the Adetilewas came in, and up to yesterday we just saw some people joining. We want to appreciate everyone. Thank you so much, viewers. Thanks for following Marriage is Beautiful. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Like my wife said, and we also want to invite you to the YouTube page, because the last program is still on the YouTube and is on the YouTube channel. And today also, when we finish the program, maybe within 30 minutes or thereabouts, we try as much as within an hour. Let me put it this way: the program will be live, will be on the YouTube channel. Please follow the YouTube channel. You have so many videos. You have so many issues that will discuss on marriage that can benefit you. And you can throw in your question at marriageisbeautifulg4 @gmail.com. Wow. Hi, everyone. Okay, let's kickstart today. I'm not going to ask how his marriage is beautiful now, because I know you already know.
No, how is marriage to them?
How is married to you? I'm not going to ask that. Let me have it from me. All right. How is married to you? I'm not going to ask that. Will we start from where we stop? And we will continue with wife-husband role in our culture versus wife-husband role in modern-day marriage. What are the challenges being faced? And I believe Mr. Adetilewa was about exploding that day, and we have to put it to stop. You know, all those want to get for, want to for years are there. Want to Saturday, want to put Sunday. You know, all those things.
Mom is online. My second mom is online.
Wow. Okay, now.
Mommy, you're welcome, ma.
Mommy,
thanks for joining,
you're
ma.
welcome, ma. And we sang a song for Mommy last week, and we want to say, Mommy, Emma Pelaye. Mommy, Emma Jewomo.
Amen.
And to my Nico Niride, I followed you. I can send you trailer. I don't know. I can't papa. When you follow you, Nico, I can't papa. Let's I can send trailer. I want to jiggy. Mommy, we really appreciate you. We really appreciate you. For every mother that takes time to come on this program to see their children, it shows the level of support, and we appreciate that. Thank you very much, ma. Kudos to the mommy. Can we give a round of applause for mom? All right. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much. Okay. So like we were saying, the wife-husband role as it used to be, and with what is going on now, a lot of things is happening. Maybe because now we help more as an husband. Maybe because now we are more liberal in marriage. Maybe because now we see things not the way it used to be seen then. What do you see to read with the way people are now talking? One get funny, one, no, all those stuffs. So we'll flag it up with Mr. Adetilewa, wife-husband role.
Yeah. Hello, okay. You want to start from me today?
Yes.
Yeah, as I've said before, you see, nowadays, in olden days, it is only the husband that work. You remember? It is only the husband, and the wife will be at home, preparing food, doing things, and they give orders, go and do this, go and do that. The woman has no say in the home.
All right.
It's not good. But now in this present world, I'm talking about this modern days. You see, when you are doing things, you have to do it. Let your number one, you need to let your wife to know everything you're doing. And secondly, when you look at ladies of nowadays or women of nowadays, they want to work. They want to assist the family. So what can you do to assist each other? You know, sometimes when you are cooking for your wife, if your family comes in, they'll say, oh, come on, life, the wife has spoiled the life. It's just cooking, only cooking. The wife will be sitting down. But they don't understand something. When you help your wife and your wife helps you, things go smoothly. That doesn't mean you don't have control of your family. This is a mistake. It's a very, very difficult thing for young man or young boys of nowadays. Some people are still doing it, which is not good. Some people are still doing it, but to me, it's not good. Because you need to let everyone knows where they belong. Your family will not come to your house and say, why are you cooking for your wife? What's your wife doing? In my own family, it doesn't happen like that. But in some people's families, someone else's family, it happens like that. You do see things like that, which is not supposed to happen in these modern days. Especially where we are right now. You can't even do that. You will be the one to go to the mall to buy it, while your wife will walk at your back. She will be the one pointing and take that effort on it. They will just call you when you're coming for Bami Yanemo. I need this for me. You know what is the meaning of this? Why will you call me? You cannot go yourself. No, it should be like that. She will go to the market, she will come back, she'll be the one to cook the food. Then you will cross leg watching football. Does it make sense? It doesn't make sense.
Let me tell them.
It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know, but it doesn't make sense. While my wife is cooking, I will help her to do some other things. Maybe to.
Right.
Yes, even if it is to pick fish and put in the corner of your mouth. At least you are still helping.
Yeah, do something.
I enjoy it. So that is just it.
All right. Like they say, help is help. Let my wife be cooking. Let me be helping her to put some little fish in the corner of my mouth. You see, somebody make a joke that marriage is just a workshop.
Yeah.
It is where the husband work and the wife do the shopping. You see, it might look very funny. But the truth of the matter remains that man has been made the head, and as the head, he provides. I didn't say, like you said, the wife are trying to help to provide. The primary aim for man is to provide. The primary work for man is to cater for the family. You are supposed to be the stronghold upon which the family rests. You are the strong back that supports the totality of the family. So if you are there and you still believe that, okay, it shouldn't be this way, then you are not in the modern day system. I will ask mommy now. In Nigeria, it used to be, all right, the husband goes to work, the wife quickly dash to the market. Here, you don't have the market, you have the mall. And sometimes, unless you want to use the Uber or try to, in most cases, you are unable to go freely, just the way, okay, Okada, Nibe, sorry, baby, the market. Or, okay, let me just pick this taxi. Or unless you want to pick Uber and the process and the rest of it, it is easier for man to be coming back from work and say, okay, let me just dash in, or the woman also sometimes to be coming to dash in. Now, looking at it this way, ma, how benevolent is the current trend around here, for an example, than in Nigeria, than in some other places, than in those days, let me put it that way. How are you enjoying marriage where the husband is able to work more to be able to help more than when it used to be in the olden days?
I think, like you said, in the olden days, women are, in quote, women are believed to be slave, in quote. Do as I say, in quote. That's why I said in quote.
Yes, I like that in quotes.
But I'm looking for it. Women are believed to be under husband. That your husband is on top, and you should do as I say. You understand? So women are limited. Their strength, their power is limited. Women can do less compared to now. Now, in most cases, both husbands and wife are working class, unlike before. You understand? If we bring the totality of couples 100%, you'll still find out that 75% of couples, both husband and wife, are working class.
Sure.
So I believe that now we are exposed. In the olden days, there was no exposure. We were not well informed. We believe that the men believe that they are the head. They are still the head, but they have some attributes attached to it. You understand? They just believe that I am the boss. Now they are like leaders. I will give an example of how I want my family to be. But in the olden days, it's more or less like a boss thing. Okay, do this. Okay, do that. You understand? And now the civilization and the exposure, many people now enlighten men, they enlighten men, they enlighten women. You don't need to stay at home, work. You don't need to wait for your husband to bring money, work. So now I think because we are being enlightened by the day, both the men and the women, so now we understand that we should walk in love. When there is love, we won't think that this job is for the man and this house chores is for the woman. We walk in love. If we are in bringing us up from our background, we believe that certain things is for the women. On a normal day, washing of plates, don't say it's for the women. How will a man, a whole head of the family, go to the kitchen to wash plates? Is ridiculous. I'm talking about the olden day. A man cannot wash his clothes. The woman have to wash it. A man cannot cook. The woman will cook for him and serve him. Even while eating, he has to finish eating before you, as a wife, that has cooked the food we eat. But now, people are being enlightened. Now we know that this is not the way forward. This is not the right thing. So now I think civilization and being informed, being enlightened has make us see that the man needs to support the wife. We are not slaves. We have, like the Bible says, we have their helping mate. And if the helping mate if everything is put on the helping mate head, definitely one day the helping mate will ashele.
All right.
I see. Die or something will happen. So, and coming to the civilized world, they believe that women are fragile. They believe that women need to be taken care of well, compared to how we were taught and how we were brought up in our own country. I'm comparing now. So even for those people that has traveled out of the country, seeing how others treat their wife, looking at how the president of this country treat his wife. Oh, open the door, you have to come out first. Oh, put his wife in the front. So this really is helping. And again, the religious people are doing more now. Now they are enlightening people that wife, come out, work, husband, wife are not your slaves, help them. God preaches love. Love means understand, love means help, love means that, and it has really worked. And I want to, even with our culture, there are some people, even in Nigeria, even from this culture, that they still help their husband, they still help their wife, sorry, even in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s, that they believe that Even if the tradition has set it like this, no, this woman needs to be helped. I need to do this, I need to do that. So I'm not generalizing it that, oh, that's what we do in my country. No, I'm just talking from the aspect where this is being done.
Okay.
Hope you understand.
Of course. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I saw one comment over here that men must work. That like one of the quotes that we have on, and that really shows people are coming back to the page. We have one of the quotes there that man is supposed to feed the woman. Yeah. The first time the woman ever fed a man, we were all thrown out of the Garden of Eden. We ate apple and we are done with. All right. So we appreciate, and we want to tell the women today, you have to come online and tell us, you are here. We know you are here.
Yeah.
How are you enjoying it now that we are helping you more? Please, we want to see the comment coming. Yes, now that the men are helping the women more.
And now that women are helping the men.
I beg you now, make I talk. They don't start again. No. So we today you have to come out and tell us, how are you enjoying it now that we are helping you to put some little pieces of fish in the corner of our mouth while you are cooking in the kitchen. Why? Now that we pick me. All right. So now this is what we find out with the current things that is going on around us.
Yeah.
Environment changes us. Situation around us are teaching us new things. You can't say you are man than the next man that is helping his wife. It doesn't mean you are more manly than him helping his wife. And it is even more honorable for you to do those things. So can we put it out even to our parents who are on the line today, to those who will be watching on the YouTube later? If you see us speaking lips, therefore it is just love. If you see us, if you see us together in kitchen trying to do one or two things together, it is understanding. It is love. It's not a matter of one. They have not taken Saturday away from us and given us Sunday. I remember my pastor used to say, I cook when I do that Indomie. When I do that Indomie together and mash make everything. It speaks a lot. It shows the ability of men to be able to help the spouse. Now we're saying this thing to those people out there. You won't be less a man when you help your wife.
Yes.
So we go to the next question. Wow. So,
yeah. The second question. Culturally, it's a taboo in some tribes for husband and wife to work together when going on an outing. But finding ourselves outside the shores of our country and becoming more exposed to new ideas has eroded that. However, some are still clamoring for this culture to be retained. What is your opinion on this?
Like Chokwe Alabi sang, we are going out, you go. Mama Baembe, I can't walk with you. It's a taboo in my culture for you to hold my hand and we go out together. What is your opinion, mommy, on this one?
Wolf,
You.
like I said before, things are changing naturally.
Sure.
Have you heard, sorry, I want to deviate a little bit. Have you heard of a story said maybe this month that a lady, because she was the first daughter in the house, the father died, Igbo. The father died and they refused to give her the property because she's a woman. She sued them to court and she won the case because the man is our father. So naturally, gradually, those things are fading away. The modern days is beginning to take all those olden tradition that does not fit into the society, that is not human. There are some tradition that is not human, that is devilish, that is wicked. Gradually, the modern days, there is nothing wrong in you holding your wife. If your wife, even if your wife is not beautiful, English you say beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. You married her, So what is wrong with you going with your wife everywhere? What is wrong showing you that, oh, I love you? What is wrong? So I think gradually, maybe among 100%, maybe 1% or 2% still does that. Gradually, event is taking over it. Enlightenment, people being informed is taking over it. Now the things is changing. And for someone that thinks that the tradition is still tradition, there are some things that even in social studies, sorry, they said culture is the way of the people. So there are some things that is not your way that you need to live. Our forefathers that laid these traditions down, some of them are gone. Some of them are dead 20, 30 years ago. Now it's us, it's our generation. So we should try to do things that will enlighten our people, try to do things that will make us be a good role model for our generations, for the people behind us, for the people around us. So I think even if you sit down alone, what is wrong with you going out with your wife? What is wrong saying, Oni, let's go out together. We want to go for shopping today. There's nothing wrong in it, as I say it. So if the tradition has laid that down, I think it should be eradicated because it does not make any sense. It does not make you less and it does not make you more. It even make you more, presentable. A man that is with his wife is respected more than a man that goes out alone. When they see you with your wife, they will accord more respect to you than you going out alone. So I think, personally, my opinion, think going out with your wife, there is nothing wrong with it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome. And I want to ship in this before I will ask Daddy Lemon to speak. I want to ship in this. When they tell you that you don't go out with your wife, okay?
My sister-in-law say your point.
When you go out and do things with your wife, you are more presentable. Like in the environment where we find ourselves, you are going to get a house, for an example. I've come to realize that when you meet the real locals, even if the house is, take for an example, 5,000 Qataria, if you come with your wife and your kid, you might end up taking the same house for 4,000. They will look at you, look at the family, and they will give you a discount immediately. It shows that, okay, you are responsible. And that's why I buy into that word. That's where I'm coming. It makes you more responsible when you move out. Those who are talking about moving out, where are they going then? Village council meeting, which is only meant for men. And when they want, even when they want to go to the kind of gathering, the men has a separate area where the men are sitting and the women are sitting in the back. But we are no longer doing that. So I will allow Mr. Daddy Lemon to do more justice. No, Bobo. Is Daddy Lemon, Daddy. I will allow Daddy Lemon to do justice to that.
Bobo, yeah, we are one. We are very same.
All right.
Yeah. First of all, I'll say this: any man that is not going out with their wife, I'll say they are greedy. They are thieves. Wow. Yes. Let me tell you the fact. You see, in olden days, when the man will say, "Ma, Lord, go, I will join you," he wants to come to show. But one thing they forgot is that when you are coming and your wife is beside you, you show more. People see you and recognize you more. They want to do like, see, I'm the only one doing it. Let everybody see me. But sir, nowadays, if like in Doha, some people are still doing it. We don't need to mention. Really? They're as beautiful as their wife. One thing I want to know, why do you marry the lady in the first place? That is number one. You want to go out, you want your wife to go before you. Why? Because you have agenda, you want something, skeleton in your cupboard. Maybe you will see someone on the road, yeah, I know, babe. These are the things, they are greedy.
Okay, Jared.
To be fast. I find it so difficult to go out to the mall to buy things alone. Severally, there was a day I was going to Lulu to buy things alone, me alone. And a man was coming with the wife. They have to answer that man first before me. When I came back home, I was telling my wife, listen, when we are going out, if you are tired, okay, we'll see. We will buy nearby. If you are going to that Lulu, we'll go together. Well, when you go with your wife, that is respect. You know what I'm talking about? There is respect. There is no place you go here in Doha. Doha have made me understand something that without your wife, it's only there are limited things that you can do. There are some office you can go, limited. I have been to offices. I have been there. I know. I've been to immigration. I've been to labor. I've been to many places. They will just look at me. Yes, Habibi. Yes. But whenever I go with my wife, that is not Habibi. Salam, coming. Your wife is beautiful. I don't know what you are looking for again. Okay, you are looking at another person's wife. Do that same thing to your wife. This is one thing. Even my wife usually says, no, this is what I saw it and I want it. So I want it for you. You need to put it on. Then my wife look more beautiful than what I see. I don't think you are feeling me. Today, we went to go with my wife. They are checking temperature, etc. They did not check us. And for me alone, they will stop me like this and check me. Even in Nigeria, there are some guys that are doing that. My advice for them to change. Because every guy that does that has something that is hiding. He wants to, maybe he already called the girlfriend to meet him there. You know, I find it so difficult. Likewise, all young guys or nowadays should find it so difficult. When I hold my wife on the street, let the police come. She's my wife. They will just drive. Habibi, Kalas. Even in Nigeria, when you hold your wife, people will be scared to come to her. But you are allowing your wife to go out. They are so like my friend will say, you know, my friend tell me, oh, they will take your wife from you. If you think she's not beautiful, let her go alone and you will see. So my advice for them is that whenever they are going, that is necessary and it's compulsory to go with their wife. And I'm not talking about the landlord meeting, it's for men. Okay. We know it's for men. We are going to mall, we are going to a party, we are just, let's roll out. Walk with your wife. Let people know. Some people, I don't want them to know she's my wife. Then why did we get married? So this is just the point. Everyone that married should go out with their wives. Colors.
So that they will know that because the space more, right?
Because the space more.
The space
know that this one is taking. Yeah, we have one or two questions. One is a contribution which we want to quickly read, and the other one is a question. All right, we're trying to. Okay, we have to be conscious of our time too. I can't seem to see it, Tony.
Let's read the last
one.
Let's read the last one.
The last one.
I think if they can see it, if they are Adetilewas can see it, let them read.
If they can see it, they can read also.
I think there's a question.
There is a question right now that we are trying to scroll down.
I think this one from Esther.
Okay.
From
okay.
Always go out with the wife, but sometimes disgrace the wife outside in front of people or friends that they go together with.
Lack of patience.
That is lack of patience. That is lack of patience. And women are made to be a little pettier than men. They do these things in a petty way. You have to learn to have patience. You have to learn to manage them. Mr.
In culture with social status?
No.
We're not talking about social status. We're talking about some of those cultures that are affecting marriage. Cultures like when you are not supposed to help one another. Cultures like as the husband, you make all the decree and the wife is a slave. Cultures that says husband and wife can't hold hand or go out together. So another question says, okay, what's your take on guys who pay all their attention on work, social media, and such? Why did you marry her if not much attention will be given? Marriage is beautiful. Please loud it into their ears. Yes. Please, we are asked to loud it, and let me put it on a loudspeaker right now.
Sorosuke.
Yes, Sorosuke. Now listen. What is the essence of marriage if you can't pay attention? Now, I will put it this way before we ask the next question. There are two things that you pay in life. It's either you pay attention or you pay the price. I believe viewers at home are hearing me. Sometimes the price is not palatable. It's not okay to pay. So for everyone who refuses to pay an attention, they will pay a price. What is the price? The price of losing your wife, the price of a broken home, the price of things not working. But the price of putting your children in danger, the price of raising your children as a single mother or a single father. If you know you don't want to pay that price, please pay attention. That is as much as I can loud it. Sorosuke. That's as much.
Your voice is hard.
Yeah. That's as much as I can say it.
In case the man is a busy man.
Okay.
His job doesn't give him time, but he wished to take his wife out. What do you feel he can do? Wait, let me busy on this.
No.
He's saying something. What are you saying? We can't hear you.
We can't hear you, please.
I want to add to what Pastor was saying. That a child, the parent does not love, or the parent does not show that I love or care you. I care about you or care for you. If the child goes outside, every single I love you will matter to the child.
Exactly.
Especially even when the person does not mean it. Every single, but if the child hears or the children hears I love you, I care about you, knows what real love is about. When they get outside, and even if it's a fake love, they will detect. So there's difference between culture and social influence. Now we're trying to mend some things that the culture has taken from us, some things that the culture has not allowed us see vividly or look at some angles. There are some things that have different angles.
One question. A friend of mine, Otumba Olamide Dimeji, one. Okay. Where the man is a busy man, his job does not give his time, but does not give him time, but he wish to take his wife out. What does you feel he can do? Okay, now.
What do you feel?
What do you feel? Oh yes. Now let me answer this question. There is no how you will be so busy that you know how to family.
Tell them.
Resign the job that will not allow you to take care of your family.
Take off of the job. Take off of that job, or bring your wife into that job. Like me, when my wife came in, I brought her into that job.
Yes.
Only, okay, you have to do this lesson plan for me.
Yes.
I will sit beside you. Only you have to do this for me. I will do this for you. Now, not even knowing that me myself, I'm even helping her. But right now, she's a guru, as Baba usually call our pastor. She's not a guru. When I needed something about this plan, hello, sweetheart, Alpha.
Even if he's in school teaching, he will send me, can you please just do this lesson? I will do it, send it to him. Send it, I'll even send it from his mail to his coordinator or principal, and it will be perfect.
She understand. So there is no way.
And he's a PE teacher. I don't have any idea about PE before.
The job that you are doing that is not giving you time for your wife, that job is not ready to let you have a family. That is not your job. I am telling you now, it's not your job.
Wow.
There's another question.
There is another question, but before we go into that, I want to shift this thing in. We are stopping on the question we are asking. I think the participation today is on another level and I'm enjoying it. Now, let's say it this way. There is nothing that is important for you in the whole world that you will never find the time for. Even when they put a no smoking in your workplace, you still go outside the office to stand in one corner and smoke if you are a smoker. No matter how hard it is for a football lover, you will find time to watch. Even if you are at work, you have to watch it on your phone. Anyone that says, I don't have time, doesn't really have time for that person. It is not because of lack of time, it is because of lack of time for that person. There are time for you, there are time for people. And whoever you love, you always create time or find time. Anytime seriously. But whoever you love, you will find time for. Wow. We'll go to the next. Okay, go ahead. Somebody is asking another question.
Like you are a medical doctor and your wife is an accountant. There is nothing like it's not your field. You married a medical doctor. There are some terms that you would know. Because if you discuss often, a couple should have discussion time. They should relate very well. There are some things you will know that even sometimes when you're talking to your wife, you'll be like, how do you know that? Sometimes when I'm talking, I don't even watch football. But marrying him drew my attention to physical education. There are some times when I'm talking about some things, you'll be like, how did you know? I've married you and you often say this. Even if you can't go into details about the job because it is not your profession, but on the surface, you still your husband will still know, your wife will still know that, oh, my wife is with me on this job. Not necessarily going into deep details. You can't do a surgery if you are not a doctor, but at least you can see, oh, about art. That means this person, and the husband will be like, oh, she is with me. She knows a lot about my job, even more than me. You understand?
All right.
Yeah, and adding to that, I think, like he's saying now, if you're a doctor and your wife is a banker, that means you won't have time for the kids at all. And that is going to jeopardize the life of the kids in nurturing them, putting morals into them. It's going to be, because at the end of the day, if you look at the journey of the marriage, you won't appreciate it because that's why you're there. So you need to look for time. As we're still saying, even if you're busy, you come back from work, you should be able to have little time to sit with them. You know, sometimes if it can even be in the evening or when you come back from work, you can still say, okay, let's go out. Even if it is going to be just 15 minutes, let's have somewhere to sit and talk so that we can connect to each other, you know. I think.
All right, for Otumba Oladimeji, I want to say this because I like trashing issues out like this. He said, I work 6 days in a week and I only have one off day. Okay. Well, Otumba Oladimeji, I am presently residing in Qatar where we work 6 days in a week too. Yeah. And we have 1 day. Unfortunately for me, that 1 day as a pastor is the day I have to go to church and still perform my pastoral duty. Like today, I was still preaching in the service. Now, coming back from that, I still have to be at home and run 2 or 3 programs during the week along with that. And as of yesterday, we were still on night vigil till around 12 after 12 in the midnight. And when I finish that, I still have to pick a phone and call the people that are working on the site that are on night shift as a safety manager. I still have to monitor what is going on the site. Now, can anybody be as busy as that or busier than that? Even I don't have 1 hour. But do you realize that because I know today will be very busy and everything, yesterday we were still on outing. We were still grooving. Even if it is late, We were still there having a nice time. No matter how busy you are, you are never too busy to check your phone. For an example, check the number of hours you do on Facebook, on WhatsApp. Let your phone, Google, tell you the number of hours you are spending on that phone. Send some of them in calling your wife. Send some of them in talking. Send some of them in chatting. Send seductive messages. Even try to romantic one. Seduce your wife. Be romantic. You can have time if you want to have time. That is the conclusion of the matter. Muti Soros, okay too. Yeah,
what about if it is okay,
it has already been answered. I think we'll go to the next question because time is fast running.
Wow. 24 hours.
Question number 3 right now says, younger brother inheriting their late elder brother's wife is a culture in some country, and younger brother lording it over. That is where that dilemma wanted to speak that day, and I want to give you 5 good minutes to be able to talk on this one. You want to inherit, plus the wife, plus everything. You want to inherit the money. The wife has no say, even if her husband is late. What kind of light do you want to throw on this as a culture that need to be abolished or to need to be continued with?
Yes. As I've said the other program, see, this aspect is, I see that is a demonic something. See, and somehow it brings evil. Like example, let's just see your younger brother and you as like me, I'm the elder brother. I have like my wife, she's beautiful. She's beautiful. I don't have younger brother though. I'm the last one of the family, so it can't happen. This is something I know.
You are not even dying young, so nobody is inheriting.
So, and the younger brother then start hiring your wife that this woman is beautiful. Do you know the devil will come to that man and he will have some evil plan in himself to kill the elder brother, to get the money, to get the wife. So the husband should prepare. That is why some people prepare their will before they die. Let the family know your I mean, I'm not talking about your private will, the will of the family and you. Like one, let your brother know my thing is not your thing, no, not to the wife.
Already hashtag.
Oh yeah, it's different though. There is a difference between you and me. This is what my friend said. It is my wife, not yours. He will say, it is my wife, not Remy. Okay, I will accept that. And when we are talking about this thing called tradition and culture, sometimes when you have your brother in your house, let your brother know where he belongs or where she belongs in that home. That is a place you don't need to go. One, you don't need to go to my ports. That is number one. You want to eat? Ask my wife. You understand? So if you let your family know where they belongs, this thing will not happen. But because they did that time, maybe that person that bring that thing that time is like hiring someone's wife. You now put it, then I accept it. I have seen a situation that when the husband died, they will put the shoe on the floor, pick one, and if you are not picking it, you are going to suffer. Why they are saying that? Because they see the woman that she has nothing. She's not doing anything. And the husband, before he died, he has not prepared something for his wife and the kids. That is why the family can come and say, no, it shouldn't go that way. Like now, I don't even believe it. It can't even happen. even as a prince. He can't, because I will not even take it. Why will I be?
It's still happening in some culture. It's still happening. Yeah.
It's still happening. And some people like it. Some people, they like it so much.
Yes, now they will be praying for the elder brother to die quick so that they can hear it. Of course.
Imagine. That's a bad one.
That's why I say it's demonic. I would like, I have a beautiful wife, and I'll be looking at my own. I have an elder brother, and I'll be looking at my elder brother's wife and his property. So happy. The only thing you can to get that brother's wife is to kill your brother.
Exactly.
So to me, and this time, that some cultures are meant to stay away from. Some cultures are meant to stay away from because they are demonic. They destroy family. And if you are bringing such culture into your marriage, then you want the marriage. You want to destroy the marriage totally.
Yes. Yeah.
We have a lot of questions. We have a lot of questions, and I'm going to say this for the one that said, if you are a doctor and you are on 24 hours on the call and 7 days a week, I will answer very simply, Mr. Doctor, call hours, don't get married. That's my answer. Don't get married. You don't need it. It's not for you. Marry your job, stay with your job. Because nobody wants to be left alone. Sometimes we are ash. Read Diplo says we should put on a smiling face. We are smiling, but sometimes the discussion today is a little bit. See, if you are going to get married to your job, marry the job and leave the woman alone. There's no point in marriage if she can't be pampered, if she can't be loved. See, I will say this, even if our time goes, we will have some other time. I will say this, because today's is very important. I will say this. Listen, if your job is much more important, marry the job. If your wife is more important, marry your wife. You can't eat your cake and have it. Marriage is meant for people who want to love each other, play with each other, caress each other. See, if marriage is all about sex, right? The sex workers can give you enough that. If marriage is all about raising children, you can have surrogate mother to give you children. If marriage is all about good meal and good home, people can come to take care of your home. You can have good meal in restaurant. Marriage is about companionship. If you fail on that as an husband, you failed your generation and your family can never stand. We have too many questions. I don't know how to do it today.
Sometimes little things matter. All you have to make a difference with your better half
is quality time spent together. It's not about how long.
That's the part I can't
yes.
Question.
What when your woman doesn't like going out, can we give to your man? Both sides. They are Adetilewas. What if you marry the man or a woman that doesn't like going out? What do we do in this case? Thank God.
When you marry,
do you do? Yes. When you married
or a man you do not like, what will you do in the case?
No.
A man that doesn't like going out, or a woman that doesn't like going out.
So that likes staying indoors, and you are the outgoing type. Husband likes to go out, or wife likes to go out, and then the husband or the wife is the opposite.
The indoors,
What do you do?
Okay, it's just like me. When we first got married, I don't like going out. Maybe because of the settings of my home, we do not go out like that. Always at home, 24/7. Even my mom will call me Bedi Ewo. Once it's 7, I'm sleeping. If I'm not at work, if I'm at home, I'm sleeping. But when I got married to my husband, and I realized he loves going out, I need to adjust. If I want to be happy home, I need to adjust. So I start adjusting. If it feels like we want to go out, this morning we still went to the mall together. I was very tired. I was lying there. I said, I would like you to go with me. Later I said, okay, don't worry. I said, okay, I will go. Then we took Lemwe and went. So you have to adjust. If you want your marriage, it's on you. If you want your marriage to work, then you have to adjust. You have to adjust. There's nothing you can do to make your husband happy. If you don't want your husband to go look for another woman outside that will go with him out, then you have to adjust. your husband will understand that it won't be 100%, but at least you will step up, not like nothing. So he will see that you have tried. Then he will be convinced that, you want the marriage to work. You just have to step up. If you have a child, you cannot be at home 24/7. You just have to go out with your husband, with your family, explore, let them see her.
Lot of questions are still there.
Lot of questions are there.
So
We are okay. Social media is causing that's just an addition.
Okay.
Now this is it. There are too many questions, and I will say this.
It's right for a wife to touch a
First,
man
I want
on
us
the
to read
head.
this. Adetilewas culture about goes beyond that, but times are changing. Yes, times are changing because the cultures are not right. Times are changing because people need to be well informed. We need to move ahead this culture that does not profit us. So things are really changing, and thank God for that. That's what we want.
Okay, it is right for a wife to touch the husband in the head. It is culturally forbidden in some area. My question is, if the wife touches the husband in the head, what will happen? The man will die.
Oh, yeah.
See, some of these things are just taboo that are created in the olden days to be able to show that bigness. I am the man. The wife, okay, it's not right. When you are in the other room, do you even know where you touch?
Yes.
They don't show it.
They don't show it.
It's in the night.
In the night. It doesn't happen. You touch almost everywhere touchable. He said, with my body will I respect you. That's what you said in the marriage.
Yeah.
So forget it.
Episode 3 is necessary.
See, episode 3 is necessary. We agree because the time is fast spent today. Honestly, episode 3 is necessary. For everybody that has written their question, we are going to put a stop here. For everybody that has written their question, please keep it written. Write it down somewhere. In the next 2 or 3 weeks, we will come back to episode 3. Because this is one. Somebody said, Daddy finally saw us. Okay, most of us. Okay, Eshi. Thank you very much.
That question you were talking about goes beyond. Okay.
This is what we are going to say. This is what we are going to do. Episode 3 will come. We know it already now. We don't need to beg. We don't need to ask for it. We don't know when it will come. We will try to fix it.
The edge.
Okay.
I think the comments is what
button is in his head.
Mumu button is in his head.
What if the mumu button is?
Oh, so where will she now touch?
Where will she now touch?
When she needs to press the mumu button. Okay.
See, even king, in the confinement of their room, have their wife do things that you may not get to know outside. Can we stop packaging what is not packaged? The totality of your body belongs to him. The totality of your body belongs to her. Touch anything touchable, whenever touchable, at a very touchable place. I've come to realize that most of this law we put in place in the time for flight for Jerusalem, some of this law doesn't even work. That is where you see men begging. Oh, I don't want to. Let's not go there. Let's just go right now. We have to go to the couple's question to be able to run.
Honestly, 3 minutes.
Honestly, we have 3 minutes and we have to go to the couple's question. Please, episode 3 is coming. We agree. No doubt about that. But we already have some schedule laid up. We will announce to you when. Please put all the questions. Can we say this? Okay, everyone that is here now, we don't want to ask another question. Please, Oni. We don't want to ask another question at episode 3. Everyone that is here, when this episode is loaded on YouTube tonight, please go there, drop all these questions. We can't see it. Once we finish the Instagram, it will be off. So please write it for us. I believe everybody is listening. Write it for us, drop it for us, and then we will start with that in episode 3.
Questions from 7.
Question 1 to 7, please. Big. Question 1 to 7. Quickly. Who will go first?
2.
3. Because my jersey number is number 3.
Okay, jersey number 3. Let's look for question number 3. Okay.
Okay. I pick for you. Yeah, 3 is here.
3 is here.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Ask the question.
Who eats more?
Me.
Okay. Pick your question.
Mommy, let me your question.
Question number 1.
Question number 1. Who come?
Okay, I pick for you. Who loves to fly most? Fly to Jerusalem. Who loves to take flight most?
To the Jerusalem. Please, will be factual.
Who likes to take flight most?
Who like to fly to Jerusalem more out of the two? Jerusalem.
Me.
Then what next? You have two questions.
One more question, please. One
more.
Number 7.
Number 7. Okay, I have it here for you.
Okay.
Who is the perfectionist? Who is the perfectionist that always wants everything to be perfect? Who is the perfectionist?
Perfectionist.
See you. Bros, Mommy Lemon. Okay.
Your question.
Sure that we win. You know me now.
Hey.
Your next question. What number?
5.
Question number 5.
No. Okay. I have it here.
Yeah.
Who gets angry more?
Oh yeah. Now only you follow. Now only you are
Now only you follow.
Who is I?
All right.
Yeah.
Viewers at home.
Yeah, that's good.
We know we are unable to finish the question. I want to use the opportunity again to tell you.
Yeah.
Send us the question
on YouTube.
Drop the question on YouTube tonight, and we will start treating it on our culture, our marriage party. As we go on today, SeyiFunmi is saying, thank you. We love you. Bye. So from the Lemon, please say bye to everybody at home.
Thank you so much, viewers.